15 days, recording 2 tracks a day, 2 bands a day, it will cost about €3,000. Our first print run of 500 double CDs will cost about €1,000. That means for €4,000 spread across 30 bands, each band has to invest €130 to guarantee that we have a release that will open the doors to a distribution label. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the Thin Lizzy tribute. I'm going to keep that for a second meeting where the bands have actually joined the federation, and I'll explain it in more detail there. But I know that if we do this, it will open the doors to radio stations, to the press, it will be something that will open doors to live venues, but most importantly, it will get us a distribution deal with a nationwide distributor. And on a quick side note, the website that I've set up is also set up to sell MP3s, MP3 albums, MP3 tracks, as well as physical products. I'll show you later on when we get to the websites. And the Grey Federation can also help bands to get into iTunes and Amazon. All of this must be part of the services that the Grey Federation is going to offer. So let's move on. Recording studios, photos, videos, graphic design, etc. The whole idea behind what we're trying to achieve here is to fix the system. But the system doesn't just consist of bands and venues and CD shops. There's also all the people that we need to work with. So the job of the central hub is going to be to find the photographers, the guys who make videos, the guys who do graphic design, the recording studios, etc., and put them in contact with the bands that need them. Once the system is working, all the band has to do is say, we want to record an album. They go to the central hub. There will be a list of recording studios that are part of the system with their specifications and prices, but most importantly, reviews by other bands that have used them. There will be a list of photographers, graphic designers, people who make videos. There will be a list of places to make merchandise with prices and reviews by other bands that have used these services. There will be an existing tour circuit for them to launch the album. There will be contact information for radio DJs, magazines and newspapers, etc. There will be a list of labels and how to submit your music to them. All of this will be backed up by reviews of the other bands that have used these services. So, we have to set goals to make this work. In the beginning I said this is not a quick fix. So someone could be sitting out there thinking, if this is going to take 6 months to set this whole thing up, I'll come back in 6 months' time and join then. So I thought that we need to have a schedule for the Grey Federation. Short-term goals, medium-term goals and long-term goals. The medium-term goals are things like the tour circuit and CD distribution, the flagship release of the Thin Lizzy tribute, the marketing, the promotion system and everything. But we need some short-term goals that will start showing the bands immediate benefits of joining the Federation. So I'm going to give you an example of a short-term goal. You all know that Facebook has changed the way it operates. And then in your band pages you have a little graph that says posts talking about this and reach. But how many of you know exactly how that works? I've spent 4 days reading every article on how the system works. And I've worked at a system that will give you real results, and all it requires is for 3 bands to work together. And I can show you how to increase your reach by a factor of up to 100. And to increase your number of likes, and I'm talking about real likes, not ones that you purchase anonymously in India. Okay. First, I did an experiment on the Shocktopus Facebook account. It's the band that I manage. And we managed to increase our reach from 2,000 to 18,000 in the space of 2 weeks. And we managed to increase the number of people who saw our posts from 300 to 1,200. I then did an experiment with Shocktopus, Wolf Regime and Belt Buckle Overdrive working together. Now, we had kind of mixed results, but for Belt Buckle Overdrive, they had an 83% increase in their reach in the space of 2 weeks, and a 200% increase in the amount of people talking about the band. The other short-term advantages of joining the Grey Federation are the promotion on the Grey Federation website, having your music available for purchase from the site, access to the contacts, to have your gigs listed and promoted by the Federation, to have your music in the player on the website, and to have a direct channel to discuss ideas with other bands. There are short-term, simple-to-achieve advantages of belonging to a group and working together. I want to say something about the long-term goals of the Grey Federation. This is a collective. I have this vision that in the future the Grey Federation will expand, and that I may end up doing only a small section of it, like organising distribution. and then some other genius will come along and take over the marketing and the promotion. Then a few promoters will work together running the touring circuits, and someone will take over managing the graphics and photographers, someone else will come along and manage all the video requirements. We could have one person, for example, whose only role it is to help bands with merchandise, getting it made, designed and sold, etc. I have a vision that will have subgroups working under the federation that will use some of its resources and channels, like the distribution of the tour circuit, but their main focus is a specific genre or an area in which they specialize. So everything that I've come up with in this presentation tonight has been the insane ramblings of one person, myself, with some help from the amazing Anne on the graphics and Jason on helping to organize the venue. Now imagine the ideas, plans and strategies we could come up with if there were 10 or 20 of us working together on fixing the system in this country. As with everything, there's always a catch. And there's probably a few people sitting out there thinking, yeah, this all sounds great and good, but what's the catch? Well, the catch, as with most things, is money. How are we going to pay for this? Who is going to pay for the Grey Federation website? Who's going to pay for the CD stands and the poster stands that you give to the venues? Who's going to pay my petrol if I have to drive to Belfast and Cork and Galway and Waterford to set up a touring circuit? Or to go and see DJs and journalists? I thought about this, and the simplest solution that I can come up with is to have a membership fee. The way it will work is as follows. On the website there's a subscribe button. You click the button and through PayPal you subscribe to the website. This will give you access to the members only section of the website, which I'll show you later, in which all the contact details will be, but it will also make you part of the live circuit, the distribution organization, and give you all the advantages of belonging to the group. So, how much is it going to cost you? How much will it be worth your while to be part of a live circuit like this with guaranteed gigs all across the country? To have all the information you need in one central place, to have access to journalists and radio shows and DJs, to have your CD distributed all across the country. I've thought about this and I'm going to make the membership fee €10 a month. It's the price of one packet of cigarettes a month for a chance to be part of this. If you're a four-man band, it's €2.50 each a month. And just in case anyone out there thinks that this is a get-rich-quick scheme on my part, if I get less than 50 bands signing up to this, I'm still losing money on that. Okay. And once you join up, if you don't see the advantages of belonging to the system and what I'm trying to achieve, you can cancel your membership at any time and leave the group. There's no hard feelings on my side. But I can assure you that I've done all of this before and I succeeded, and I intend to do it again. All I need is people who agree that the system is broken and that it needs to be fixed, and that are prepared to stick with me through the long haul of getting this done.